I knew you were going to do something.
Winner!
Welcome to another episode of Signal to Signal, where Kartik tries to kick the chair out from under me, and I think this time he managed to in the drag races at least. So what we're comparing this time is the Royal Enfield Meteor 350 version 1 and the Honda CB350 RS version 1, and you will see why we keep saying version 1 towards the end of this video, so stay tuned. There are lots of drag races on PowerDrift right now. They're all called Signal to Signal. They're all super interesting. Some of them feature him. Watch those. Some of them feature me. You must watch those. Some of them Varun Painter. Those you can ignore. Now, as far as this race is concerned, what's so funny?
Varun's right there, so I was just giving him a sad face.
What we had is a serious road tester who's tested a ton of motorcycles and an emoji delivery person. Shall we talk about the drag race now? Are you done playing? Will you not try to kick out my chair from under me again?
No, I'm done now. I think we can relax.
I have to open my zip to relax. What kind of show is this, man? Let's focus. You were on what the first time?
The Meteor 350.
So that means I was on the CB350 RS. It's an inescapable conclusion.
Get them all banned, now they just saying, knock them all down, I still stand. I get mad, 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 mad. I get mad, 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 mad. To the fires, I'm the fan. To the battle, I'm the plan. Not a rumor, I'm first hand. Send you to the promised land.
What happened?
I believe the Meteor.
First wheelie ever. On a wet track, on a Meteor 350. I mean, it's unbelievable. Rishikesh Manke, are you listening to this guy? Learn something.
He's my guru. But that's one of the things that I want to talk about the Meteor. Like, I would have not done that on the older Royal Enfields, right?
You just dumped the clutch, is it?
I just revved it up as much as I thought would be the right point, and then just it picked up and it carried through. It didn't bog, nothing. So all those worries of something snapping, breaking, slipping, it's like past tense now, right?
And honestly, I did exactly the opposite on the CB350 RS.
The gears are really tall on that, so you have to have the revs for that.
Yeah, so you basically pick up a lot of revs and somehow get into the horsepower zone, and then the CB350 RS has nothing to give, right? So you keep it in the torque, which means it's the strangest drag race I've ever done, because I'm literally short shifting in every gear. So instead of going all the way, it's like upshift, upshift, upshift. And what happened at the end was, it was not a drag race that separated the two bikes by a lot.
But one bike came out ahead, which was in the first run.
You realize this is a test of the motorcycles, not us, right?
Why? Sometimes
I'm not saying don't gloat. I'm saying don't only gloat.
Okay, fine. So yeah, the Meteor 350 was the one that just about got ahead in the first race. And then we swapped bikes.
Yes.
I get bad, 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 bad. I get bad, bad.
even know how you did that. How did you do that?
I think I just managed to get the launch a little bit better than what you managed.
Oh, so it's you who won, not the CB350.
No,
I told you not to gloat. I told you to focus on the motorcycles.
So the point is that I'm a little slow on the uptake, but I kind of figured that yes, it's better that I run it slightly higher so that when I shift up, I still have a little bit more go.
Right.
It's like in the middle zone where it's sweet. It's not
Yeah,
up top,
that's
it's
right.
not bottom. It's a very strange thing. So even I was surprised, like I was like, and I'm like, no, the speed's dropping up, shift up.
We've both ridden the Meteor a lot, and we know that that engine actually can take a lot of punishment. And the biggest advantage it has over the CB350 RS is that you can rev it out fully. The performance is actually spread quite neatly over the rev range. So no short shifting required. You could go back to traditional drag race mode where you use as many revs as you can get. I got a pretty decent launch, I think. Again, on the Classic 350, if you haven't seen the drag race, go see it. It was versus the Ather 450X. I had to slip the clutch to get it to match the Ather's performance off the line. Something he's very afraid to do because he has history with that clutch. But on the Meteor, nothing required. You just let the clutch go, get the revs up, and it just shoots forward. It's very, very nice. And I think in that sense, I think the Meteor is the better motorcycle here because you can ride it any which way you want to.
I was about to say that. The CB350 may be faster, but the easier bike to ride.
Yes. So if you were to put people who don't have as much experience as us in managing how engines make their power, just like two random guys off the street, I promise you the CB350 RS will lose this test, not because it lacks performance, but because they rev the motorcycle too much and fail to find the performance. Whereas the Meteor would just deliver it to them because it's just got it everywhere. And on that note,
this was supposed to be about drag races. We're doing practical consumer advice. The CB350 RS was faster. No.
You're done now?
No.
Thank you so much for watching. This was another very interesting episode where Singhi somehow won another race. On Signal to Signal.
Despite being 15 kilos heavier.
Signal to Signal Season 2 has just been such a great surprise because everybody who's raced against me seems to have won. But I don't want to give away everything, so do watch out. There are more drag races coming at you. But what I want to do is Classic 350 version 2.
Oh yeah.
And the CB350 version 2.
Version 2?
Well, eventually there has to be one. We'll compare it to version 1 if that's the only one available.
Let's just get the Classic 350.
So that's a huge event that's going to happen in the third season of Signal to Signal. So do stay tuned. We'll be back together.
Yeah.
We'll probably get to do it in the dry, I'm hoping, which will make the results a little bit more realistic. I think the wet does complicate our lives a little bit. Wet leathers and all of that, you know. We do this all for you. But I think that in that race, I will get to beat him with the Classic 350 first and then the CB350 RS because by then my launches will be perfect and he'll just be wheeling his way through life.
I'm going on a diet.
You know the first 3 characters of diet are die, right?
Since we're talking about season 3, if you guys have any ideas about bikes, cars that you'd want us to get together, let us know. Make sense?
Yeah. If you ask for Ferrari versus Lamborghini though,
Oh man.
all bets are off. We might forget to film it. We'll be so excited.
But we'll be there.
Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for your patience, especially with him.